And it said that there were 24 elders sitting around the throne. It said that there were 24 elders sitting around the throne. Old men who had back problems. Old men whose feet was bad. Old men who couldn't speak as clearly or articulate the message as they once did. 24 elders. But a lamb came. A lamb came in the midst of those elders. And they had a book that they possessed. A book of wisdom, a book of knowledge, a book of understanding they had. And the lamb did not come and ask for the book. The lamb did not say, oh, dear elders, can I please see the book? Hell no, they ain't gonna. The lamb did. The lamb came and took the book. The lamb took the book. But listen. Before we get excited, the scripture says it was one who looked like he had been slain from the foundations of the earth. And that he was worthy to take the book. Don't think because you are 19 or because you're man, I'm the youth. The minister said it's all about you. That you just going to get the book. Hell no. You have to be worthy in order to get and take the book from the elders. You cannot go and get the book from the elders, but you don't know what you're doing. You can, man. I'm young. I'm 17. So my age warrants that I get the book. Hell no. You have to be qualified to take the book. You can't be in front of the people and you're not properly groomed. Come on. Yeah, again. Hell, if you won't be an FOI, you gotta look like FOI. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said on page 174 of Message to the Black Man, he said, acknowledge and recognize that you are a member of the Creator's nation. And you must act accordingly. He said, this in the name of Allah requires you to set an example for our lost-bound brothers and sisters. Come on. You want the book, black man? Do we want the book? Yes, sir. But we got to qualify ourselves to go and take the book. Yes, sir. If we want the book. Because age is not physical. You can be 17, but you can have an elderly mind. So when the scripture said that the elders died off in the wilderness, it's just not talking about a physical elderly. It's talking about young men who had old minds. Yes, sir. Young men who had elderly hearts. Young men who had elderly thinking. So if your thinking is old, then damn it, you are elderly. The scripture says that be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. And how do you renew your mind? You need a new teaching, black man. You need a new style of leadership. Is that right? Well, that leadership is here today. Because you can't be a man unless you meet a man and see a man. Well, the Honorable Louis Farrakhan is a man, and God has given to us as a general. And a general makes generals. Is that right? So the man that is going to address us today, who's going to inspire us, give us that enthusiasm that we need to not take no for answer. Right. When you were being blocked and you were getting opposition because you maybe be young, what do? Do you cow down and bow down like a punctified Negro?
intervene in our affairs in the person of Master Farrakhan. I bear witness that the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad is indeed his true servant. We believe that he is the exalted Christ, and we are forever grateful to Allah for raising in the absence of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I'd like to greet the mighty FOI, the youth in the Eastern region, in the nation's dreams of peace. We say it in the Arabic language. Assalamu alaikum. I want to take a few minutes and look at something. We have Mahdi, we have exalted Christ, and we have Messiah. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said Mahdi means to break the cross and kill the swine.
Yes, sir.
To break the cross and kill the swine.
Yes, sir.
The cross, of course, represents Christian sanity, but also it represents confusion.
Yes, sir.
Whenever you are traveling and you come to a road or intersection and there's no sign,
Go ahead,
you're
guys.
confused on where to go. But the Mahdi comes to break that up.
Yes, sir.
But also to kill the swine. Yes, the hog, but swine in general, filth and garbage that is enlarged in our minds. But the Christ,
Come on.
the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, is that one who comes or is anointed with power to crush the wicked.
Right, right.
The Messiah is one anointed with power to deliver.
Come on.
And all of us who are sitting in here today, or I will say those of us who have been around for some time, we have truly been delivered.
Come on. Yes, sir.
We have been delivered out of the slop trough,
Come on.
out of the grave of the white man's world. And we are under the guide and the guidance of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan.
Right.
And I'm going to say to us, if you have to, when Brother Lenny, Minister Lenny of New Brunswick, he made bean pies.
Yeah, that's good.
Nice pie.
Yes, sir.
But he can't take them out of the oven until they're done.
Right now. Come on.
You didn't hear me.
Yes, sir.
He can't take them out of the oven until they are done.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
And when are we done? When the last breath goes out of our body.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
The race is not to the swift, but he who can endure to the end.
Yes, sir.
But what I want to do now, I want to back up for a minute. I'm moving. I just glanced at my notes and I'm moving a little fast because I know time is important.
Come on now.
Time.
Come on.
And if we don't have respect for time, we don't have respect for Allah.
Yes, sir.
But I want to thank Brother Khalid.
Yes, sir.
There's a tea around here somewhere. No, brothers, do you mind if I drink this tea?
Go ahead, sir.
Now, the minister said, down on your post.
Right.
Now, I'm not dying. Not yet. But I got a cold because I work out in that weather.
That's right. Go ahead.
So I would like to stay with us today. So, do you mind if I have some tea in between?
Go ahead, sir.
Thank you. Because we normally don't do that. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
All right, but I want to thank Brother Khalid for the idea.
Yes, sir.
He happened to be riding one day. He was in the car and he mentioned, Brother Majid, I would like to do a youth summit. I said, go ahead. I said, I ain't going to do a damn thing.
Yes.
Don't ask me nothing. I don't know nothing. Just do it.
Yes, sir.
The reason I did that was because I didn't want it to be something that he was trying to do out of my mind.
Right.
I wanted him to do it out of his mind.
Yes, sir.
But look what he did.
Yes, sir. Come on. Praise the Lord.
You were here. You were here today. Based on the work that he did. So, and I'm just here as an observer. You and I jumped right in to help my brother Rob.
Yes, sir.
Yes, that's what we do. We help one another.
Yes, sir.
And we jump right, but we're gonna revisit what we just did in that gymnasium. Because when we say uniform, uniform means one,
Right.
not many.
Right.
One.
Right.
I want to thank all of us for traveling as far as Buffalo,
Yeah.
as far as Boston, to come and meet us today in the New Brunswick on a new subject. Now, Brother Khaled gave me the hardest subject. He said, Brother Majid, I'd like for you to cover 5.6 points.
Come on.
I don't know what. Now he's the one who been to college, not me.
Yeah, bro.
And I just have a GED. And I looked at the itinerary and he says, I want you to discuss with us what is a FOI.
Come on.
What is the meaning of FOI?
All right.
What are the duties of an FOI?
Come on now. Come on.
Why are the FOI needed?
Uh-oh.
Why a youth summit?
Yeah. Wow.
And explain the transition from boys to men to God.
Woo!
Now that's what he asked me to do.
Yes, sir. Big question. Big question.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna get through this.
52-week series, bro.
Point number one.
Yes, sir.
What is an FOI?
Go ahead.
We will talk.
Come on.
About the Honorable
Come
Elijah
on.
Muhammad. And FOI means fruit of Islam.
Yeah.
And then a question was asked, what is a fruit?
Yeah.
And the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said the fruit is the best.
Yeah.
He's constantly, always, but constantly training and conditioning himself to meet and overcome all obstacles in his path. His sole purpose.
Go ahead. Come on now.
His sole purpose
Soul.
is to help to deliver the 17 million or more to the Lamb of God. The most honorable Elijah Muhammad, when he said, but to do this, he's compelled to be obedient, militant, humble, tolerant, courteous, honest, and dependent.
Go ahead,
It
bro.
says the fruit is obedient to the laws of Islam and those in authority.
Go ahead.
It says his conduct is militant.
Yeah.
He's humble
Yeah.
and submissive.
Right.
He's tolerant and understanding.
Come on,
He's courteous and respectful. He's honest in thoughts, deeds, and actions, and he's alert and diligent. Do men think?
Come on, bro. All right.
Do boys think?
Right.
Do men think
Right.
that they will be just left alone on saying that they believe and not be tried and tested as those before us were tried and tested so that Allah will know who are the liars and who are the truth. So we're going to be tested, soldiers.
Come on.
You are our future.
Right.
As Brother Lenny, I think it was Brother Lenny who stated earlier, I'm looking for my replacement.
Yeah.
But it won't be no old ragged ass like myself.
Right.
You can believe that. You said it right here.
Yes. Teach it. Come on, brother.
But we have to we have to train you and prepare you.
Yes, sir.
You're going to make mistakes. But there's a scripture. Oh, man. Where's my Brother William? What scripture was that, sir? Don't worry, we got it.
Which one?
Damn it, something the little children under.
19 and 14, sir.
Whoa! 1914.
Yes! Go ahead. Go ahead.
It says, suffer the little children and forbid them not to come unto me, for such is the kingdom of heaven.
Yes.
Now let's go back. We're going back to what is the truth.
All right.
Suffer. That means me. That means us. The old ones.
Right.
The senior citizens.
Come on. Yes, sir.
I ain't no damn senior. I got my AARP card. At least not in mine. But listen. Suffer the unto me.
Right.
To come unto me. Meaning we have to tolerate a lot from you.
Yes.
We have to put up with a lot from you. We have to be patient with you.
Right.
To make sure that you get to where you got to go. Look at the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and look at the tolerance and the patience that he has for us. He hasn't thrown in the towel on us yet. But the Father call don't last forever.
Come on.
So we have to suffer, and I'm willing to suffer. It is not trophies, it's not awards.
Yes.
It is not plaques that motivate and inspire me. It is when I see a young man like that coming behind my way. And we produce a product like that. That is what makes me proud, happy, excited. Not the plaque, not the trophy that I get. That's the trophy right there. A fruit of Islam at the end of the day. So, you're constantly doing what? Training and conditioning yourself.
Come on. Go ahead.
Now, those of us who practice the art, martial arts, fighting. Let's take Mayweather for an example.
Yes, sir. Come on.
The best day. Right along. Hey, what makes him that way? His training. His conditioning. But constant training make him that way. And then